It's Christmas Eve in the city.
I'm afraid I don't know that one.
It's Christmas Eve. Oh, it's shitty. It's raining, it's a pain.
Oh, that's a Lottie song, isn't it?
I'll drive you insane. And if you don't like my bike, get the fuck off my dog.
I think he's more, like my version of him is kind of that grade school version of him, you know? He's like, no, I mean here, like in the waiting room, he's like, you look really good. He's like, actually, yesterday when I saw you, you look better than I've ever seen you look. And he's like, and today you look really good too. He's like, whatever you're doing, man, you're doing right. He's like, because you look like the spitting image of a healthy person. I'm like, I'm just so happy right now. Like, everything's going my way. Like, Jennifer and I are engaged, you know? He's like, I believe you, man. He's like, because you just look it. Like, he's like, I think you're doing really well. You're reacting to the treatment that I'm doing for you. He's like, you don't have any side effects? I'm like, no, man, other than being tired. He's like, that's totally normal, though. Yeah. He's like, rock and roll. Like, my doctor was excited, you know? Like, he's like, slow it down. Because I had all these things that I was bitching about, you know? But he's like, I'm really quite impressed. DeCarlo set me up with a urologist that I'm going to see today at whatever, 4. So hopefully I won't have burning peas. Like, just drink some cranberry juice and stuff. So that's one of the things Jennifer wanted to get for me. On top of that, like, she's going to get aloe. I guess I've got radiation burns on my head. Like, it looks like I got a sunburn.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, yeah.
I just want to find some blue.
Walter wandered, wavering in the water a while when he came upon a fish. This fish was in a bit of a fix, so Walter inquired to see if he could assist. The fish did insist with a fin-flailing swish, and promised a wish as a gift if Walter could do this. Walter was astonished that a fish could grant a wish. See, this was no ordinary fish. He was a wizard fish. He was a wizard without a wand. Walter found this curious. Why did this wizard not have a wand that he was waving? The wizard fish could grant a wish with a blink of his eye or a wink, not a wand. Walter found this quite curious. Walter had to think of what he would wish for and asked if he could come back. Walter wandered away to think for a day before returning to tell the fish of his wish. The fish wanted to know if Walter was serious. Walter said that he had wanted wings. So with a smile and the blink of an eye,
Try to keep that smile when you're reading.
I know, it's just,
I know.
it's like I'm trying to concentrate on it. I just need to rewrite it.
Yeah.
And I'm only supposed to be getting you snippets anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, give her just.
I know. Well, what do we have here? It appears to be Walter the whale, wandering whimsically through the waves. I wonder where Walter is going. Do you think we should ask him? I think we should too. Hello, Walter. How are you this fine Wednesday? Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I am well. How are you? We are doing very well. It's nice to see you. Where are you headed? I'm not headed anywhere in particular. I was just thinking what it would be like to have wings. Really? Wings, you say? Wouldn't that be wonderful? I imagine it would. Why were you thinking of wings, Walter? Well, I was asked what I would wish for if I had one wish. And wings were the things I could think of to say to that fish. Who asked you about your wish, Walter? It was a fish that I happened to assist, and he said he could grant me a wish. A fish who grants wishes, what a curious gift. He told me he was a wizard, but he had no wand. So I asked him, so I asked him where he kept his wand, and the wizardly fish said he had only to wink his eye to grant me what I wished. That's a fascinating story, Walter. I know. And that is why I'm thinking of wings and the happiness they'd bring. In the air I would sail with the wind on my tail, or the tales I could tell of the smells in the sky, what wondrous things I would see with my eyes. Well, Walter, we wish you luck with the wings. And with that, we watch Walter wander away into the waves.
That good?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm pretending to try. I be like, no, you gotta like that. Oh, going to la tia. I want a breakfast paid with a special blood and white ass out. They got my like.
There's editing. There's editing.
That's fucking awful.
Maybe the real deal, dude. Restrictive, checking, curbing, limitive, constraining, binding, bounding, restraining, hampering, cramping, delimiting, delimitive, delaminating. No, delimitating. Fixing, conscribing, provisional, provisionaire. Opinions of wildfire are inspired by the destructive forces that the dire circumstances require. The structures are burnt to dust, leaving the shells and husks of distrust for the violence of the furnace we are thrust into. The attitudes range from realism to unglued, and through the knowledge and education we construe, it is the intelligence that becomes significant in the truth. The daisy of lazy arrangements surface, in strange cages we glance. In order to record our memories, we bandage the amperages we enhance. I am the Mad Hatter of modern extravagance, and the splendid reactions to my dispersants are to be rehearsed by the media circus and unfurled across greater distances. The soupy mess has a brilliant message. Though it is savage and ravage, I feel close to the vegetable garden's heads of cabbage as I grab and stab at it to find the advantage. I brandish the weapon of suggestion to mentalists. And the threat to you is the brutal soothsayer that describes your future. I am a producer of conclusions drawn from the assertions of persons I have never even known, and still my mind is blown and thrown into turbulence, thinking of the prefixes and suffixes I prepare to extend in my grammatically super sentences. Just pretend that you know what I mean as you read back through the parts of this cathartic seam, seemingly breeding electrical firings inside your internal wiring, and I am hoping that you perceive the beauty as I was truly painting it for you to see. Count down from -10 to -11, and when you feel it is time to reverse direction, go back up to -7. I cut through the divide the demise of what happens when you close your eyes and spy mine looking through yours back into time, taking you to the distant past on rewind, and finding out things that you didn't want to bring yourself to think about. It is as if I am shouting out in your imagination, clearly appearing as a ghostly apparition and positioning myself in yours, stealthily seeping and creeping about pure consciousness in reality. Am I crazy, or do I amaze thee? This is the feathering and taking to flight's wings, soaring over the landless instances of mindscape's sensational images. I crack the mathematical language of rhythms. With primitive visions of living on the earth I find the privilege to have been given. Can you strive to feel prideful for understanding and having a commanding, appreciative nature towards the literature you read more of? I implore you to. That is exactly
what you should do.
Shave my beard. It is whatever date is on the display right now. And, well, I can't really tell you what's going on, but this is the point where I go like about 5 years younger. Shit. Fucking shit. Alright, this is Eddie Laddie live right after shaving his face. Clean, smooth. 1997, December 6th, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. What else can I say? I mean, I just broke a 3-month-long term of having a beard, and now I don't. And, don't regret a fucking second of it. Fucking rock on, peace out, and all that jazz. Thank you very much for taking your time to observe. This is Christmas Eve.
97, yeah.
Catch the rubber cock.
See, I have a rubber cock.
We all got rubber cocks. All God's children got rubber cocks.
All right. And mustard.
And mustard here. No, it
This
doesn't-
ain't no sipping mustard.
Won't fit.
I was getting
Place
back
item
to
on
that.
scale. Get on there, Travis.
Yeah? Shall I?
Actually, I think it might still be broken.
Oh well.
Okay. No.
At least there's no evidence of it.
Okay.
Hey. Are you looking into the camera?
We're idiots. You're gonna have this tape like. Yeah, we got enough, dude.
All right. 1/198.
That's a great way to start conversations, isn't it?
My New Year's resolution is to never come to Denny's again.
It's already the new year.
Oh.
Shit, you're going to hell.
I'll do it next year. Next year for sure.
The outer limits.
The outer limits of my brain cycle. They're about to break.
I think they have this.
Come on, say something neat, Christine. Come on, Christine, say something neat.
That's not that deep.
That wasn't.
I'm thinking.
That kind of
I'm
sucks.
thinking. Can't do it. Oh, look at my finger's not flat anymore.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. Earlier in the night, when Christine was running out of the bathroom, she crushed her finger in the door.
In the door.
She saw a bubble bobble on her way out of the bathroom and crash! And we'll never kill another turtle as long as we can make it through this trip and be fun and have happy lives.
If we die, I'll bring us all back to life, alright?
All right, Jesus.
And you'll be forgiven.
Resurrection, resurrection. It's a really big underpants. You want me to climb in?
But I think it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Like, we have a winter weather advisory in effect through tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So if it's there's the apocalypse, at least it's gonna be white.
I'm dreaming of a white apocalypse. And I think the tumors on my back are what's keeping me up at night, if it's not this intestinal stuff that I'm going through. And then obviously the tumors on my, like around my bladder, like the lesions there, are what's causing me really, really bad pain while I'm drinking the most bitter, sour cranberry juice ever. Like, this is 100% cranberry, no sweetener. It's really bad. But if it doesn't burn when I pee, I'll drink it. I really don't care.
Yeah. I'm riding it. Would you like me to ride the big wheel more?
Unreal. You didn't even get the aspect where I was like, I'm gonna be 30 this year.
I was pointing all the stuff.
Yeah, you are. You're old.
What's that?
You probably mod one of these so this wheel actually works.
Yeah, you could just stick some hot glue.
We're looking for a triumph story here. Let's show some victory.
Go, Quincy, go.
There we go.
I ran over my
Lovely.
caught up.
We can watch this when we're 40 now, Eddie.
I know, exactly. Everything else is 10 years old.
delay on everything, so this should be good.
I guess it's time that I turn the camera on me and work on my ideas. So today is September 10th, 2007, and I've just come up with the idea to make baby and kids clothing lines for all the Big Ten, like Pac-10, all the different sports teams, like Baby Sparty, Baby Wolverine, Baby Nittany Lion, and just make different t-shirt designs, like Baby Sparty with a football, Baby Sparty with a basketball, and like a little hoop, kind of like a Precious Moments type of theme, you know. And I just need all the artwork right now and a simple way to set it up, and then I bet I could get investors to come in once all of the designs are laid out and just fucking make a shit ton of money off of printing these up. Come up with the right designs, and you can be in every town selling thousands of pieces before the end of the year. I mean, even if I only sold 25 shirts at 125 schools, that'd still be a hell of a lot of clothing to sell. Let's say I sold 100 at 100. Yeah. That's a lot. Anyway, I won't waste your time with any more of this.
I want to learn this stuff. Like, I offered John Lung a position at my real estate company. He's like, dude, real estate's cutthroat, man. I'd rather work for your publishing company. I was like, all right, well, I just want to work with you. You're like a brother to me. So I trust you, like, completely, you know. And he's like, right on. I definitely want to work with you. He's like, you get your shit going, and then we'll talk. He's like, obviously, until you have something, there's no real point in discussing it. I was like, right on.
It's time for a new track.
What could I tell a story about? What could I possibly dream about in the time that I have to spit this single rhyme? Well, I'm just waiting for it to break in a little bit more, 'cause it's gonna start rolling up my chin like another day. I could display another way. I'm thinking of everything that's going through my mind, and the time is being. I'm trying to find the words that I'm looking for. I'm trying to find the score that I need to explore and implore, and then when I get it off of this chest, I'm the best when it comes to rhymes. I try to find things in the time that I do. I'm trying to just get off the couch and then make my way through the door and get outside. I'm trying to get back into my own ride. I'm trying to get the alcohol out my system. I'm trying to get my fist in the rhythm. I'm trying to get everything that I can do, that I can be, that I see in this reality. But this existence I bleed is the eternity that I'm always swimming in. I'm trying to get my grin again. I'm trying to find the women. I'm just trying to do what I've got to do. I've got things that I've got glued to my mind. I got ideas that could expand everybody's reality that I try to perceive within. And then when I'm going, I'm trying to get a little flow on. I'm just trying to get the TV screen out of my mind, because it's what I am being. I'm trying to get out of this. I've got my dog out in the grass in the driveway. I've got my fucking feet on the ground and I'm kinda sweaty. And I'm just the guy named Eddie.
Action.
Come on in.
So this is the warehouse. This is where I do my screen printing. This is how I make my livelihood, or part of my livelihood. Mostly print t-shirts, but I do some artistic work as well. And it's just a big warehouse entry. There's a lot of other businesses and storage run out of here, but they opened it up to artistic space, and I happen to be one of those artists that was fortunate enough to get some space in here. Like I said, most of it's t-shirts. So we come in. First thing you see here is a large screen printing press. I've owned this since probably 1998 was when Tim Johnson and I bought this press. Since recently this year we've been refurbishing it and refitting it to do new lines of clothing. Over here you've got the oven. This oven's currently broken, but it's in the process of being rewired. This is the oven that the t-shirts go through to cure. So we've been using this. This has been my primary press since about 1999. I've been printing almost all my t-shirts with this press. You have your four areas for screens over top, and then you can load t-shirts on here and actually pull the squeegee and print them. Put them in the dryer. A minute later they come out and you can wear it. So do a lot of our imaging to get the image into the screens. We use a photographic emulsion with this light bulb. We put a coating on the screens. It's this paint coating that is exposed to light. Whatever is blocked from having light exposed is still water soluble, and the ink will come through that area. So we just use transparencies. Images on transparent sheets will actually block the light from exposing on those areas. And then the area that the light doesn't expose rinses out with water, and then the ink will come through those, and that's what you see printed on the shirt afterwards. How long do you think it would take you to do all that work?
To do a whole book?
Yeah.
I mean, if I had it all laid out, I guess there's a lot of time involved of laying it out, because I have to say how many words per page and everything. But to print it, I could print it all within a day or an afternoon. Like, once I had all the images organized, I could burn all my screens, set them up, do my multiple colored images, run them through the oven. It wouldn't take too many hours, but it's all the lead up time of, okay, I'm gonna have to draw this one. All right, this one I wanna have
a blue background, so I'll either need to color the paper or textiles that I'm printing on blue, or I could get a blue t-shirt. Like I could take and do even pairs of shorts if I wanted to and make it a short story and do a panel of the image here and then a panel. So if I wanted a blue background, I get a blue pair of shorts and I could put Walter on there.
Do you think somebody should, you should introduce a children's book by saying, look at my shorts?
No, probably not.
So, anyway, I just got back into the state of Michigan. I am headed towards Lansing, of course. It's May 20th. No, it's May 25th, 1997. It's a Sunday. It's Memorial Day weekend. 3 days until my birthday. Just got back from Yellowstone. It's been a fairly interesting ride. This morning I woke up in Aaron Omar's living room and I didn't even know where I was. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Where the fuck am I? And then I saw Aaron and I realized where I was. I wonder if that'll happen tonight. Like, tomorrow morning I'll wake up and be like, where the fuck am I? Probably. You never can tell. Got my beard.
Don't fuck with me, girl.
Well, I gave him his back too. Once he left downstairs.
Obviously, since I hadn't had a shift.
So, you got a pack for money over and did work for you? Right.
Did you get in a fight? While I was in there?
All I know is that
Any last words?
Rest
in peace.
Alright. Now I can put the whatever I gotta go to. Huh? Awesome. We did it. All we gotta do so that if you want to get the light show so that you can see it on camera is just give me a 3-prong adapter and we'll put it on there. You know what I mean?
Nie mam proszę psi dusi. Nie mam proszę psi dusi. That's Poland for I'm completely skint.
Okay, so I'm going to read off what we have so far.
Okay.
Original beaners. And basically any beaners, really, I think.
Yeah, I think they all have
They all have any coffee shop, they all have that.
And they do that Preston stuff. They'll put up Preston stuff for him to advertise. I mean, obviously he's in there drawing, but if we
Yeah. Does Better Health Food have a board like in the front of their store?
Better Health should take something, especially because it's local. Just basically just say, look, this is some local artists and we're trying to get some support. All of it's online, but it's not taking away from their customers' money to buy food. It's just supporting a local art project. I don't know. I'm sure that you'll finagle your way into like Jedi mind tricking them into like putting it up and also telling everybody to look at the poster
You're wearing
and
a
donate
tournament
money.
hat. You can't say no to a tournament.
Yeah, exactly. Like, especially when it's promoting like a kid's book and a guy with cancer. How can you go wrong?
No, go for it.
They say if you say no, you're gonna go to hell.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're gonna go to hell. You go to hell and you die. And that list was something that Quincy's mom was like really adamant about putting together. She's like, you guys are going to the wrong places. You don't want to go to bars. Those people aren't going to spend money. They're drinking. I mean, they might see it, notice it, and like
I thought Green
draw
Door would,
other people's attention.
yeah, I thought Green Door because people, know you.
Well, I'm going to go up there tonight, dude. Big Willie's got a show.
Nice.
So I'm going to go up there tonight. I'd just be driving around. I think he gave me a bunch of skateboarding videos because he's like, I don't skate anymore. And then remember Derek used to just do this? You know, like For sure. Like, you always had that. That was the fucking funniest shit in middle school. Was
Yeah, he's one of the funniest people.
Derek just doing that. And Shane was the one that like held me in place on the way to the hospital. Like the when I broke my femur over there, my dad came and picked me up because it would have been like $10,000 ambulance ride, you know, to Lansing General. So I'm like laying on the ground with a broken femur, and they're all laughing and pointing at me like, "You're not hurt," and they're like pulling my pads off, and I'm like, "Cut the damn pads off! I've got a broken fucking femur!" I'm like freaking out. So my dad shows up, and the Suburban's got bad brakes on it, and so it's like every time the brakes catch, they like catch and seize up, so you hit the gas, and it's like, ugh. And so like the whole time, like it's just jarring everywhere, and like it would lock up just any place that had to stop. And Shane's like holding me. They picked me up on this flimsy piece of fucking plywood that was all like basically deteriorating, and then slid me into the back, and then Shane held me down all the way to Lansing General from there.
Was he a big guy in high school too?
Yeah. So I was in so much pain. I remember being like in delirious amounts of pain in the hallway, being like, "Give me something for the pain." They're like, "We don't want you to go into shock and be on painkillers and have to like, you know, you could die." And I'm like, "Give me something for the motherfucking pain. I have a broken femur." Like my whole leg's like swelled up, like I'm laying on my side. I'm like,
seriously.
And finally, like, they bring me into the room to take the x-rays and shit, and they're like sliding things in between my legs to get good films, and I'm like, "Jesus Christ, give me something for the pain." The first pain shit they give me is a local, and they drill a hole through my leg. Like they're sitting there like hand crank drilling a hole through my leg. They're like, "You're gonna feel some pressure." I'm like, God! Feels like somebody's taking a sledgehammer to my leg. Like basically that's the kind of pressure.
Yeah.
Drill a hole through it, and then they're like, "Okay, we're gonna straighten you out." They lay me on my back, and then they pull me straight and hang a bunch of weights off it to pull my legs apart and put me in traction for the next 6 weeks.
I wonder if that's what they would still do.
I don't know if they still do. Like, 'cause that was some medieval shit that they were pulling on me. I was like, "Ah!" I'm like, they're like, "Just squeeze my hand." I almost broke the lady's hand, like the nurse's hand. That was like, "Just squeeze my hand if it hurts."
It's having a car that says drive.
I like that car. Why? I know what to do with it. What's that? Drive.
Fucking
like there's
you should print some t-shirts that say wear.
There's that clothing.
T-shirt.
Wear.
Just says t-shirt.
Put me on. Take me off. I don't know what to do anymore.
I can't get it, man. It's
like if you're turned on, like your clothes like change, like you've got that heat sensing clothing, like the hyperwear,
like mood rings,
like hyperwear, like isn't that what it's like? Something like that,
yeah,
like
right.
Like as you warm up, it says "take me off," and when you're cold, it says like you're like. It'll sense your body heat. It's got like a little microchip embedded in it. Like it's sitting on the other side of the room and it says, "Put me on." You're like, "You're cold. Put me on." Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, I can read. They taught me that. You don't need to go in between the lines.
Yeah, your merchandise will tell you what you want before you actually are aware of it. Yeah.
That was great! It's a wrap! Let's have a cast party, everyone takes a walk. Yeah.
And this is to you, bro. To make sure that you have the most fulfilling time you can possibly have. That it's not shitty and shit. Yeah, Mama.
I think he's trying to say that he wants. Fuck you.
Who does it?
Hi, it's Alex! Elvis!
We
love
Elvis,
Alex!
Yo.
Elvis has left the building.
It's like Sam's hot Carlo out there.
John, you want a shot?
I'm done for a while.
Yeah.
Don't let him.
Hey, Alex. John is saucy.
The beat.
What the fuck? What
There's a place called the Beekman Center, alright? It is actually called the Beekman
And it
Center.
has to do with
It's for Eddie! Don't let him trick you! It's for Eddie! I know it, dude! I called him one day and they said, hey, it's the Beekman Center for Eddie!
Jack, you're out of your fucking mind. Send this to the Air Force.
See, he's biting on my ear! I told you it was for the idiots!
Here, pop that zip, be careful!
Don't do it, bud!
I'm locking the door. Everybody
I don't know. It seems too obscene.
It's the Beekman Center for Ed Lottie! I know it!
Just for me! Just for me!
You're right.
Get him right here!
Because it's the Beastie Boys!
Just for you!
Let's all get up and dance. But then you were trying to
Yeah, I was anyhow.
Yeah, they're supposed to
get out early.
I didn't even try going to party.
You know,
Oh yeah.
oh
yeah.
get high. You know what I'm going and I'm gonna take a ball.
Jack, did you get high?
What you just
Is that Jack? You get high?
In my head, I just want to take them down and they said,
Marijuana!
You realize this is going on the internet.
You know, let them ride the gun. I got that.
I think we should have Evan just, put this as, link file. Watch this
So
whole
what
night.
you want? I get the money with my money. What you want? I said, where'd you get your information from, huh? You think it's your divine revelation come? Yeah.
Bop bop doo wop. Bop doo wop doo. Bop bop doo wop.
No, maybe those people just.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You know, Quality Dairy is like a local,
union
chain, basically. Like
I know.
I think they might be franchised, even some of them.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like they're a convenience store that's extremely inconvenient to get in and out of. Their credit card machines are all still on dial-up modems, where like their cash registers are from like 1988, you know. And I'm like, this is supposed to be somewhere like you should be able to get in and out of. It's a convenience store that's extremely inconvenient. Just like Speedy Rewards cards are extremely inconvenient. Because you go in and you're like, oh, I got all these Speedy Rewards points, but now I have to wait a half hour because everybody's trying to cash in their Speedy Rewards points. Or, oh, I want to check my lotto numbers. Go home and check them online. Do not go to the gas station when there's 30 people in line and ask for them to print out your goddamn lotto numbers. I mean, honestly. I just wanted to get gas and leave.
Yeah.
And when did gas stations turn into fast food restaurants anyway? Like, what the f is that all about? Why, when I go to get gas, do I have to wait for somebody to get nachos, like a 2-liter a pop, a big gulp?
So that they only have to make one stop.
But everything, it's like there's burgers and pizzas and everything in there. And then they have to run their Speedy Rewards points. And then they find out they got something free. Oh, but with another 250 Speedy Rewards points, they can get 10 more free gallons of gas. So like they're at the counter for like 25 minutes. And then you've got the one person who's getting cigarettes for like the entire office. You're like, are you serious?
That's really annoying.
They're like,
And
I need 2 packs of the 100s, and then I need 3 packs of the Newports, and I need 2 packs of the Marlboro Reds, and then Camel Lights, I need just one of those. And then the Virginia Slims.
And then the person behind the counter doesn't know where all of them
Yeah,
are
they don't
yet.
even, they haven't worked there long enough to know where they keep the cigarettes. Yeah. Really, like, speedways are cheap gas and extremely inconvenient. Because you'd think that people could just get those cards embedded under their skin or something, so then when they walked in they were scanned or something, because it takes forever for people to find their card.
You know what? If I was one of the employees that worked there, and there was a guy that used to do this, he had a card. So if somebody didn't have a card, he'd just take their points. He just scan his own card. So like people would be like, "No, I don't have a card." Card, and he'd just be like, "Ching, ching, ching," because every time you get like up over 10,000 points, you get $10 free gas or whatever. And so he'd just be like scanning all these people's points all day long that are too lazy to get a card or whatever, and he's just like,
Hey, I don't have a card.
I don't have a card.
He fucking got
a card,
hundreds of thousands of points on his card.
Well, we're very happy to help him. He works at a fucking Speedway.
He lives down
He needs help, man.
Too.
Just hit the button.
Another?
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna be in this one, aren't I?
Must be it. That was the last shot.
You kind of look like Pee Wee Herman.
Huh?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
I'm trying to use the phone!
I swear I do not recognize you at all now.
Who is this guy?
I know.
Get in my back.
Get out of Eddie's house!
What'd you do with me?
Yeah, you don't even really look, you just sit like that.
Good Lord, so.
Not bad for a cheap little camera.
That's it. That's the poster right there. I'm on your sticker.
You gotta take that too.
Actually, if you guys want to sell that, go ahead.
Sweet.
Probably get money for it.
Christine will buy it.
I got a bag of
I'm not gonna hide away.
Oh, dude, you're getting hair all over you.
I can glue these back on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right. That's great.
You got a clip? Clip it on your ear.
Make like a mustache out of it.
Hey. Got a beard.
There you go. Wait, I didn't get that on the thing. One of those big handlebar mustaches, I think.
I'm at you, buddy. Oh! That's my hat. It's not even fit anymore. I wear this a lot. Yeah.
Oh, it's Nick.
Hey, it is Nick.
Hey, how you doing? Ah. Ah.
Ah!
Ah.
Ah! Oh, that feels weird.
I'm going to crush your head. I'm
It's gonna be short. Oh,
I'm
well.
crushing your shaven head. I'm crushing it. Crush.
Feels like a toothbrush.
Yeah.
Hand stamp those, or maybe we'll screen print a design, maybe do some Walter the Whale with wings. Christmas cards for this year, because that's one of the, you know, big thing that's going on right now, like in my life, and just had such a great outpouring of like appreciation from like friends and family and people I went to school with. It's really overwhelming. It's amazing. Like I mean, I just feel really loved right now, and like that helps me like just, you know, through this time where I'm going through so much horrible stuff with my health and being in so much pain, but just to have so many people support me and like and tell me how much they care for me. It really means a lot. Like I can't explain how good it feels to like to know that everybody out there is rooting for me, and yeah, I love it. Like I couldn't ask for life to be going better other than to like not be sick anymore, and that's really, hopefully I can focus on getting better because I don't have any bad energy. Like everything I could ask for other than my health is like already being handed to me. Just so many people, just so much support. It's so overwhelming. Like at times it's like hard to like, because I want to keep up and like respond to everybody's stuff. The painting that Rob has done with me and like all the people responding to that and the movie trailer for Ed's Whale, and it's just wow. I mean, wow. So really, like, life is good. I mean, as far as like what I can have, like what I mean, I don't even have control over it, but life is good. If I just wasn't sick, I mean, life would be better than I could ever have imagined. I mean, it's just things are in that, like, in that going in the right direction, and it feels awesome. So I think that's all for right now because I like really need to go to bed.